Hey everybody, Ken with Ken Kyle Racing here today. Gonna do a little different type of video for you today. Gonna do a real world owner review of my 2020 Ford Explorer ST. I've had it for about 9-10 months now, put about 9,000 miles on it, so I'll let you know what I think of it, show you some of the features, just in case you're thinking about getting one of them. So mine has the 20-inch wheels, the chrome wheels. If you get a street pack, these will be black. They'll be 21-inch wheels, and also the calipers will be painted red. This is the non-street pack version. Yours will come without the stickers. If you want to open the back gate, you can do it with the remote, pressing that twice, or you can use foot magic. So back here we have a little stow compartment, one on each side. On that, the spare tires below this. Spare tire jack, funnel for the gas. We need to add gas from a can. Also, this is reversible. If you want to go for that hard look. Also has the Explorer logo. It's pretty cool. I prefer carpeted. Got hooks for hooking storage things, 2 on each side. And back here you got your 12-volt access. So if you want to put these seats up, you can do them either one at a time with the left or right, or you can do them both at the same time. I usually leave mine down just for added room to put stuff in the back. Now, another way you can close the door is just pressing that button. Or that button, I guess. On the back, we have a rear camera, rear wiper, tow hook. Those are not the factory exhaust tips. I replaced the full exhaust on this one. Also on the front, you have the front camera right there, and a little washer nozzle. So you can wash the front camera off if it gets dirty. Also notice the side view mirrors fold in. Open the hood, pull on that twice. I'll show you one of the main things I don't like about this vehicle. This right here, prop rod. Be so much nicer if they put struts on it. So this is the motor, 3.0 liter twin turbo. This is an aftermarket intake. Stock one is just a sealed box in that same location. Yeah, that's what a used motor looks like after 22,000 miles on it. One nice thing about these is if the key's in your pocket, you can just put your finger right there. You can see the little icon on the handle there. It automatically locks all 4 doors for you. As soon as you grab the handle, it unlocks. Same thing with the back one. You can also lock it from the back. So one of the things I don't like about this, I don't know if you can see that, but the chrome on this switch tends to peel off. And if you're not careful, it can cut your finger. Mine is completely gone. It's now just that white is plastic. This one still has chrome on it, but that one, chrome is completely peeled off. I could get it fixed for free under warranty, but I really don't want to drop it off at the dealer for half a day or a full day or however long it takes. This whole piece, it's about $80, so if that ever bugs me, I'll just buy it and probably replace it myself. One issue I ran into with mine, I bought mine with 12,000 miles on it, and a super common issue is those flex pipes start to rattle. Now these are aftermarket. I replaced them rather than letting Ford put the clamp around the factory ones, which that is their fix, is just put a clamp around it. But I got these from Lethal Performance. When they're on sale, they're only $400. Pretty much every single holiday they'll run a sale. So if you have the factory ones, you just sit and park and rev it up to about 3,000 RPMs, let it fall back to idle. If yours are rattling, you'll usually hear it as it's coming back down to idle, usually around 1,500 to 2,000 RPMs. And it just sounds horrible. Very embarrassing if you have somebody in the car with you. But yep, easy fix right there. Good quality pipes from Lethal Performance. So this is one of the things I like about this. It's very just sturdy and just a nice feeling steering wheel. Beefy, if you will. I'll show you some of the vehicle options. This screen being vertical means it came with the technology package, which includes massaging seats and also a slightly better stereo system. I think it's got 2 extra speakers over the non-street pack. Go into settings, you can see what all is listed in here. It's a little bit of a lag from when you press stuff to when it actually shows you, but you can set the max idle time before the engine will shut off. Easy entry, that basically, if it's turned on, which I have it turned off, when you open the door or turn the car off, the seat will move back, just making it easier to get out of the vehicle. My key, you can set up limitations on specific keys if you have kids, limit the top speed, the radio volume, that kind of fun stuff. You can set the remote, when you remote start it, whether it auto unlocks or stays locked. You can pick whether it's just the driver's door that will unlock or if they all unlock. It's a pretty cool safety feature. You can set whether the windows will remotely open, that you would put them down by holding the unlock button for, I believe it's 5 seconds, and then those will automatically, both windows will come down. Wipers, you got rain sensing, courtesy wipe, you can turn that off. Rear wiper on, you can turn that off. Power lift gate settings. I have the auto high beams disabled just because it seems to flash people when it's most inconvenient. think we already looked at that. And this, you can set a personalized key code. It's a 5-digit code. You just press on the between the driver door and the passenger door. So if you don't have your key, you can still unlock the vehicle to get stuff out of it. This is just general settings. You can change the language, change temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Same with miles to kilometers. Tire pressure unit, PSI, kPa, or bar. There it is. One of my favorite things. Massaging seats. Those are all the different massaging seat settings. You can change from low, medium, high, or turn it off. Now when these are going, it really doesn't feel like they're doing much, but I promise if you drive on a long drive, like 5, 6, 7 hours straight, and you have these going, it will make a world of difference. Be much less sore the day after from the drive. You can also change the ambient lighting. You can go with a light blue, orangish color, red, green, dark blue, or a purplish. And here is what that looks like at night. Orange, light blue, dark green, blue, purple, red. This button is for the driver's side heated seat. 3 LEDs means it's on high, medium, low. This is for the heated steering wheel, just on and off for that. Heated steering wheel, it's a must-have in the wintertime, in my opinion. Once you have one, you'll never want a car without it again. That is for ventilated seats. If it's a really hot day, you can feel them, but they're not the best in the world. I could do without them. Here you got your back window defrost, automatic. That's for the air conditioning and heat. You just set a temperature if it's on auto, and it'll automatically keep that temperature for you in each zone. Got passenger and driver side settings. So if I wanted one to be one temperature and the other another, his and hers, you can do that. This is for the rear temperature controls. You can disable that so the people in the back have no say in what's going on in their temperature. This button brings up the camera, and if you press it again, it'll turn it off. If you notice, that is the front camera. So if you're pulling out on a busy freeway, you need a little, actually I have no clue what good that would be for, but it's there. So that gives you a wider view. That gives you a 360. Alright, that's cool. So yeah, if you're pulling out into traffic and a bush or a tree or something's blocking your view, hit these buttons and see which view gives you the best view of the roadway so you can pull out safely. Got your hazard lights. for the stereo right there. Here's a cool little feature to use the navigation. Say you want to go somewhere and you don't know what the address is. You can pull up the map and find that point on the map and just press the button and press start. And it will give you directions on how to get there.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving. Please proceed to the highlighted route and then the route guidance will start.
Pretty nifty. So one of the things I don't like about this vehicle is when I put it into reverse to back up, even if I'm not actually anywhere near hitting something, that will turn red or yellow and just be annoying as heck backing up. So I found the magic button to get rid of that. And that is right here. Press that and it will just let you back up. You just have to be careful because then the automatic brake assist is not on, and if you actually are going to hit something, you will hit it. But if you're good at backing up and just don't want to be annoyed by all those sounds, just press that button. See that? Thinks I'm going to hit something, but there's nothing directly behind me or close enough that I would even hit the side. So if you're good at parking, definitely press that button every time you back up. So much less stressful. Alright, let's get in the back and see how comfortable it is back here. It's actually not too bad. Look how comfortable I look. So that was with the seat scooted all the way back. This is with it all the way forward. Super comfortable for a long ride like this, I don't believe, but not horrible for a back seat. One other nice little thing the back has is these little sunshades. So if you got small children or animals, you can put those up for a little added sun protection. Nifty. You got the 120 volt outlet there. Regular USB charging outlet there, and then there's a USB-C right above that. Got your fan controls for the back. You can turn it off. Adjust the temperature for the back. Notice that's 150 watt max. Anyone not familiar with 150 watt max, that basically means you can't run very much through that or it'll pop the fuse. Got a little cubby compartment there to put your lead in. Let's see how the back is. Actually, with the seat pushed all the way forward, it's not that bad back here. I was thinking only a small child could fit here, but you could probably scoot that seat back another couple inches and an adult could still sit back here fairly comfortably. Maybe not for a 6-hour drive, but anything regular around town would be fine. Got a cup holder for the passenger back here. Speaker there. Air vent right there that you can adjust. And you got the light. Cup holder for the other person back here. If you are sitting back here, you can easily reach that cigarette lighter port. Plug a phone charger into that if you need to. This is actually not too bad back here. Not nearly as bad as I thought. dash readout, there's a bunch of different screens you can select to have on there. Fuel economy, 2 different trips, eco behavior, tire pressure, intelligent 4-wheel drive, off-road status. I'll show you what those look like. Seatbelt one, that's pretty cool if you got a family. You can see which seat belts are currently activated. So if you got a kid in the back that likes to take his seat belt off, as soon as he does, you'll notice it right there. Look at that. Pretty neat. Tire pressure. It's one of those little annoying ones. No matter how hard I try, I can never get all 4 to be the same. It drives my OCD nuts. Maybe it's just me though. That intelligent 4-wheel drive, that'll show you, as you're accelerating, it'll show you the power to each wheel and how much power is going to each wheel. Pretty neat. And off-road status, you can see I'm at a 1 degree decline. Not sure I'll ever have a legit use for that, but if you ever park on a hill sideways or something, it'll show you exactly how sideways you are. So in this cubby hole, you have a cigarette lighter port, a USB outlet, which I have MP3s on this, about 3,000 some. Then you have a USB-C charging port. So lots of ways to charge the phone. This little spot here is for putting your phone. But you can also leave your phone right here. This is a wireless charging pad for your phone. Pretty nifty. Then you've got the 2 cup holders, which my favorite thing about these cup holders are these little things. They're spring loaded, so when you put your cup holder down in there, the cup will push back on those, but those will keep the cup snug, so it's not moving around, it's not jostling at all. So the one thing that I didn't love about this vehicle was the shift knob. But after 9 months now, I'm used to it, doesn't bother me. So this is the parking brake. If I lift up on it, that engages the parking brake. To disengage, you just press it down. This is the auto hold. By default, it's turned off, but if you're like at a traffic light, you can just press on this and you don't have to hold the brake. Or going through a drive-through. I actually just used this for the first time about a month ago, and I actually like it. It's a pretty useful feature, so if you have it, give it a try. Once you turn it on, it'll stay on. So if you start driving and then come to another red light, it'll just, you can take your foot off the brake, it'll automatically hold you in place. And all you do is press the gas and it'll let go of the brake and you start driving again. This is the button to disable auto stop. If you're at a traffic light, the vehicle engine will actually shut off to conserve gasoline. If you don't want it to do that, you can just press this when you start up the car and it'll disable that. This is the park assist button. This is downhill descent, and this is your traction control on off. This is the drive mode knob to switch between different drive modes. So let's start it up and I'll show you how a few of these things work. So we are in normal mode. If I I turn this knob 3 times to the right, that will put us in sport mode. One click to the left will be eco mode. Then we have slippery mode, trail mode, deep snow / sand, and all the way this way is tow mode. I usually drive with mine in sport mode. It's just a lot more fun in sport mode, so that's typically what I drive in. So if I press this button, I take my foot off the brake, and we don't move. That's the auto hold. So now if I press the gas a little bit, we won't go anywhere because we're in park. So that little green light will show you that the auto hold is on. So I have my foot off the brake, auto hold is on, we're not moving. I just press the gas, we'll start moving. Hit the brakes, let go of the brakes, auto hold comes back on. So one of my favorite things on this is the panoramic sunroof. Press this button a second time, it will open all the way back. Now you have this big giant sunroof. Neat. So you got lots of buttons on the steering wheel. This one up here, top right, that will turn cruise control on. Once it's on, you use this to either press up or down to set your speed, and then you can increase it, decrease it. This button here sets the gap. That's the distance that it will follow the car in front of you. And this is your lane keep assist button. This will lower the stereo, this will increase the volume of the stereo, this will mute the stereo, this will turn off your cruise control. This button on the side of the turn signal stock will also turn on and off the lane keep assist. And then you got paddle shifters, left side goes down a gear, right side goes up a gear. Got your windshield washer stock. This on the back is for the rear windshield washer. Just move this up and down to turn it on. Wow, I didn't even know that button was there. That button opens the back hatch. Swear to goodness, almost a year I've had this. I had no clue that was there. Oh, that's for the brightness. Increase, decrease the brightness of the screens. Never noticed that before either. This is your lights. They come on automatically by default, so you don't even have to worry about this, but that's where the knob is if you want to turn the lights off. Let's see how this automatic parking does in a big giant empty parking lot. So if you press it once, it's going to try to parallel park. Press the button a second time, it will do perpendicular parking. Look at all these empty spots. I would call that a fail. Of course, I found a space. space once I'm actually not in the parking lot anymore. Put her into neutral. Start. Hold parking button. Alright, this is scary. Doing this all by itself. This guy's over here wondering what the hell I'm doing. That's fine. All I'm doing is holding the parking brake. So here's a little bonus feature that I never really knew it worked. Just stumbled across it here by accident. You press this button. Play Toadies.
Playing artist Toadies.
How cool is that? So if you're thinking about getting a 2020 or newer Ford Explorer ST, I hope this video was helpful to you. If there's any questions you have about it that I haven't answered, feel free to throw a question in the comments, and if I know the answer, I'll answer it for you. But overall, I would say that I love this car in a very unhealthy way, and my only regret is not buying one about a year sooner. So, great vehicle.